Karnataka's Kalaburagi, where a 34-year-old woman, Bhagyashree, was critically injured after receiving an electric shock. She was trying to help her son board a school bus, and there's a CCTV footage on your screen which shows how Bhagyashree and her son, who has a disability, were waiting at the bus stop at 9:21 a.m. As the bus arrived, she approached it with her son only to collapse suddenly as sparks flew from her body. The frightening scene left bystanders in shock. Many stepped back after witnessing multiple sparks. Bhagyashree and her son have been hospitalized following the incident, and the investigations are currently underway. We have some breaking inputs coming in. We're being told that an FIR has also been registered now in the case against 3 individuals. The FIR has been filed against GESCOM executive engineer, his subordinate, and the owner of the internet cable. So a case has now been registered and FIR has been filed against 3 individuals. Deepak continues to be with us on the broadcast. It's a tragic incident. Deepak, take us through the investigation, the fact that now an FIR has been registered.
Yes, an FIR has been registered. An official at the Gulbarga Electricity Board, as well as named as the prime accused, along with a couple of others. All of them, of course, right now will be probed for negligency, and more importantly here, we'll really have to see, because time and again we see such instances come to the fore. Even in the city of Bengaluru, very recently, a few months ago, we saw a woman being electrocuted, after which, of course, the Lokayukta as well probed the matter. But as far as action on the officials is concerned, we see very little happen as far as initiation of action is concerned, though FIRs are registered. Whether in this particular instance it will be, that remains to be seen, because on the video itself it's quite horrific in nature, where you see there's no fault of hers, dropping her child off to a school bus and then being electrocuted because of a wire that falls on top of the bus and eventually on her, leading to severe burn injuries. She's right now battling for her life at the hospital.
Right. Let's in fact go across to Neha for more on that. Neha, take us through the status of the woman and her son. Also, this is a clear case of negligence. Although people did try to help there, but even they were scared when they saw sparks coming out of the body of the woman.
Well, that's right, Swati. In fact, we've accessed that FIR there also now. We've, of course, spoken with the family of the 2 victims here. Also, the brother who's actually gone on to file that complaint says that, both the woman and the son here are still in a critical condition, that they've had burns not only to various parts of, in fact, their limbs, but also, in fact, other parts of the body too have been affected, is what they've said. What is, of course, also important now over here is to mention the fact that this, could have been much worse. This is a tragedy that could have befallen all of those school students also who were in that bus, lying there helpless, as people, in fact, bystanders couldn't really be of much help here. Also, given the fact that it was sparking, very unfortunate incident that's come to light now, yet again raising a question here of civic apathy and who's really going to be held accountable for this. While the FIR there has named 2 officials of the ESCOM and 1 official also, in fact, the owner of the internet cable is what the FIR says. There haven't been any names that have been put down on that FIR yet. No arrests so far in this case, and it really makes one wonder if the government now is going to be looking at this issue of whether it's dangling cables, whether it's transformers, in fact, that haven't been serviced in a long time, and a host of other issues which could in fact turn out to be tragic for people at large. It really remains to be seen how the government now responds to this.
Right. Deepak and Neha, stay on with us. Let's also take a look at the political reactions. The BJP is calling out Karnataka government and has alleged that this is a case of killer negligence.
This shows total apathy of this government towards the common man, common people and their living conditions. People are not safe under this rule. Be it law and order, or be it drinking water, be it good roads, be it health, be it electricity. So nobody is safe in this under this rule of Congress.
Shocking case of criminal negligence and urban apathy. The Karnataka government has done it once again. A woman who was trying to get her child to board the bus got electrocuted because of the hanging wires coming in contact with the bus, and she was jolted with it. She's seen to be very critical right now. Who's responsible for this? What happens to the numerous lives that are lost because of such accidents that are taking place on a regular basis in Karnataka? Who's responsible for this? Unfortunately, Congress governments are not interested in that.
Neha, thank you for getting us the details. Deepak,